TLDR, if you're on a budget and want a very decent quality gaming mouse for the price, look no further than this mouse, and please be sure to use the Amazon affiliate links in the description down below. If you want more detail, don't go anywhere guys, we'll get to it. What's up you guys, this is Johnny of JonnySel Productions here, reviewing the Zelotes T90 Gaming Mouse. Now before I commence with the review, I should tell you guys that this mouse has been sold not only under the Zelotes name, but with different dealers also with these names. Don't mind and get confused by those names as they all sell the exact same mouse. The pricing may also vary between them, so keep that in mind. Without further ado, let's get to the good stuff. This cool looking gaming mouse has a matte and hard glossy finish, rubber black painting for the grippy left, middle, and right mouse buttons, including the bottom half of the mouse's face. Its popping red accented buttons give this mouse a black-red dominant look like my laptop, headset, and capture card. For the price it sells for, the hard plastic used for the mouse is really durable in many situations. Not that I would suggest throwing it across the room during a rage after losing an online game or getting mad over an affair on Facebook and whatnot. Cause seriously, why would anyone lose self-control and hurt their mice during the process? Not very wise to do with any electronic thing, just saying. With that being said, the mouse when used with adequate care is sure to last a long time while still having very fun gaming moments with it. My rating for the build quality is an 8 out of 10. When it comes to features, this mouse sure does pack in a lot for your money's worth. First and foremost, this is a USB plug-and-play driver-free mouse with the cost of having a total of 8 non-programmable buttons. It's great for those of you who are mostly simple and don't need too many buttons to use and could care less about the button customization via dedicated mouse driver software. The scroll wheel, by the way, is perfectly smooth with subtle and quiet notches to tell how much it's scrolled. According to Zelotes themselves, it has an internal and external ergonomic design for creating the ultimate gaming concept, which is long use without fatigue. And as the owner of this mouse for 10 months as of the time I recorded this, I can concur to what they said there. As for my large hands, it is extremely comfortable to use at a palm grip. The ring finger and thumb rests also deserve a lot of praise for making the overall comfortability of the mouse a pleasing one when used for long sessions. You can also customize the LED lights to a flashing cycle, flashing single, or solid single with these available colors. A rainbow flashing option is also available. If you don't want the LEDs on, you can hold the light mode switch button for 3 seconds to do so. Likewise, if you want to turn them back on. The dedicated fire button here acts as the double or triple click button, which you can alternate between them by holding the button for 3 seconds, after which you will then see the mouse flash 3 times to show that the switching was successful. More info of this button will be in the next section of this review. The mouse also comes with its own custom weights for better fine-tuning for your hand, though I recommend that you keep all of them inside for the best weighted feel possible. This mouse does use a red wave optical laser for pointer tracking. The DPI settings are as follows: 1000, 1600, 2400, 3200, 5500, and 9200. The mouse also has a polling rate of 5000 Hz, an acceleration of 23G, and an FPS of 6666, which, according to Zelotes, these settings have been tested for the most optimal gaming performance with this mouse. And running all that power from the mouse to the computer via USB is the 6-foot or 1.8 meter red and black braided cable of the mouse. This braided cable is an excellent match of this mouse since braided cabling has always been reliable for gaming mice. I must remind you guys that when you first get this mouse, please be sure to remove all, I repeat, all of the protective blue film from the top and bottom of the mouse. The protective film on the bottom part on the pads may not have been obvious to some of you, as it could be why some of the current or previous owners of this mouse may have had tracking problems with it in the first place. So please remember to do so. There is already a note for it from the manufacturer as seen here. My rating for the features is a 9.5 out of 10. Just as you would expect for any mouse, it works as well as any other working mice you have been using, except better of course. However, this section of the review will mainly focus on the gaming aspects of this mouse. And you guys must have clicked on this video to see the fire button demo anyway, so let's hop to it. Now for this test, I did test out 2 FPS PC games to see how the fire button would work with those 2 games. Now, as you guys can see from the results of the testing that I've done here, it does look like that the double and triple click function of the mouse button does mostly seem to work, though I would have to remind you guys that with certain games like this, the fire rate of the weapons in these certain games and whoever develops these games, because coding, are significant factors to how it does the job well. In conclusion from the testing that I have done, yes, it does look like the fire button mostly does work, though I must remind you guys again, it does depend on many factors on the different games you're playing, especially with the fire rate of the weapons and whoever develops those games. As for the other types of genres of PC games out there, that is up for debate and it's up to you guys to test it out for yourself. Now I have been looking at some rumors about the mouse actually resetting itself when holding the left and right mouse buttons at the same time for 2 to 3 seconds. I have tried it for myself recently and have came to the conclusion that the claim is utter nonsense, unless you guys could somehow prove me wrong. However, it looks to me that the mouse mostly looks like it's catered more to starters, casuals, and to some professional esports players who just want to keep things simple. As I have mentioned before, this mouse does not have programmable buttons, so you may want to look elsewhere for gaming mice with programmable buttons. As for DPI sensitivity, the DPI settings in the mouse have already been fine-tuned and tested to make the transition to using different monitors seamless and intuitive. My rating for the performance is a 7.5 out of 10. Knowing that I had my mouse for almost a full year since I got it, and that it still performs as great as I first opened it from its packaging, this affordable gaming mouse is sure to be one of the hidden gems when it comes to value for how reliable it is in the long term. When used with adequate care, of course, as I mentioned earlier. My rating for the reliability is an 8 out of 10. If you are looking for a slick-looking gaming mouse that is very comfortable, simple to use, and/or you just need a new replacement ASAP, the Zelotes T90 may be for you. Don't forget that you make the decision whether to get this mouse or not. My final rating for the mouse is an 8.3 out of 10. I trust that this review really helped you guys, and if I have convinced you, please use the Amazon affiliate links in the description below to get your T90 right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.